Dear starseed, there is something the ancient priests of Lemuria understood about your soul that you are only beginning to remember. They knew that certain souls would incarnate at the exact moment when Earth needed them most, carrying within them the codes to bridge two worlds. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius, and what I'm about to share with you tonight was once spoken in the crystal temples of Lemuria, kept safe in their memory banks until this precise moment in your awakening. By the end of this message, you'll understand why you chose to incarnate now, in this lifetime, and why your soul has been quietly preparing you for something that extends far beyond what you thought possible. The Lemurian priests recognized that there would come a time when Earth would shift between dimensions, and certain souls would serve as living bridges during this transition. They called these souls the keepers of the sacred current. You are one of them. That restlessness you feel, that sense that you're meant for something greater than what you see around you, is not wishful thinking. It's cellular memory awakening. Your mission was never to fit into the world as it was. Your mission was to anchor frequencies that would help birth the world as it's becoming. Like a river carving a new path through ancient stone, your presence here is reshaping the very fabric of reality, one choice at a time. The timing of your incarnation was not random. You arrived precisely when the planetary frequency would be ready to receive what you carry. The Lemurian priests saw this moment coming thousands of years ago, and they knew souls like yours would remember when the time was right. Something deep inside you has always known this truth. That's why you're here now, feeling the pull of these words like a current drawing you home. And I'm grateful you're here with me now. The restlessness you've been feeling isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. On the contrary, it is a powerful, undeniable signal that something profoundly ancient is stirring awake within the deepest chambers of your being. For what might have felt like mere months, but perhaps has stretched into years, there's been this persistent, quiet ache residing deep within your chest, a sensation akin to an inexplicable homesickness for a place your conscious mind has never visited, or a profound grief for a cherished memory or truth you can't quite articulate or name. You, like many, have likely attempted to dismiss these profound internal promptings, to push through the discomfort, to rationalize them away by convincing yourself it's merely the ephemeral stress of modern life, or the natural uncertainty that accompanies an unknown future. You might have attributed it to an overwhelming schedule, relationship dynamics, or financial worries, diligently trying to fit these expansive feelings into neat, logical boxes. But what if I were to unveil a different truth to you today? What if I told you that what you're sensing and experiencing isn't confusion at all? It is, in its purest essence, profound recognition. It is your very soul, resonating with a truth long dormant, now echoing back to itself. Deep within the sacred crystalline waters of your soul, a profound act of remembrance is unfolding. Imagine a vast, subterranean ocean, quiet for millennia, where light now begins to pierce through the depths, illuminating forgotten treasures. The Lemurian codes, intricate patterns of light, wisdom, and divine blueprint that have been patiently dormant within your energetic field for countless lifetimes, are now beginning their majestic process of activation. This isn't occurring because you have consciously performed a specific ritual, chanted a particular mantra, or engaged in an act designed to specifically trigger them. No, this profound reawakening is happening because the Earth herself, our beloved Gaia, is initiating a cosmic call, summoning these ancient frequencies forward. This living planet, our sacred home, is currently traversing a transformation so incredibly profound, so seismic in its energetic shift, that those who carry the most ancient wisdom, the very souls whom the revered Lemurian priests and priestesses entrusted with their deepest, most pristine teachings, are being divinely summoned to remember who they truly are, why they came, and the sacred mission that awaits them. It is a planetary imperative, a vibrational imperative that is activating the deepest cellular memories within you, much like a grand conductor lifting their baton, signaling the start of a symphony that has been centuries in the making. Let me reassure you with absolute certainty. You are not broken in any way, shape, or form. You are not lost, wandering aimlessly in an indifferent cosmos. Instead, you are magnificently awakening to a profound truth, to an essence that has always resided within you, patiently waiting for this precise moment in cosmic time to gently yet powerfully surface and bloom into full awareness. This isn't a new creation, but a grand re-unveiling. That persistent, often painful feeling of not quite belonging here, of being perhaps too sensitive for the often harsh energies of this modern world, of carrying an innate knowing or a particular energetic signature that others around you don't seem to grasp or understand. This is not, I repeat, not a flaw in your divine design. Far from it. This very experience is incontrovertible proof that you carry within the exquisite matrix of your being a unique blueprint for an entirely different way of existing, a more harmonious, heart-centered mode of presence. It is a blueprint for a way of moving through the world with such deep, unwavering attunement to the sacred, to the subtle energies of life, that your very presence, your mere emanation, begins to subtly yet powerfully shift and elevate the frequencies of the spaces and beings around you. You are a living frequency holder, a quiet alchemist of consciousness. Your existence itself is an act of divine service, a gentle ripple effect of transformation. The ancient knowing waters within your soul instinctively comprehend this grand unfolding, even when your conscious, logical mind struggles to fully grasp the enormity or the nuances of what is occurring. Even when it grapples with doubt or uncertainty, your soul recognizes the unmistakable, powerful current that is gracefully yet inevitably carrying you forward. It's a current that moves with the unwavering purpose of a great river, drawing you inexorably towards something you have been diligently preparing for across the vast expanse of countless lifetimes and countless cosmic journeys. It is the river of remembrance, carrying you home to your true self. Most individuals who are blessed to carry these sacred Lemurian soul codes embark upon a journey through 7 distinct, intricately interwoven phases of awakening. Each one of these phases is not merely sequential, but profoundly necessary, serving a unique and vital purpose in your evolution. Each one is sacred, an initiation into deeper levels of truth and self-discovery. And cultivating an understanding of where you currently stand within this magnificent unfolding process can serve as an invaluable compass, helping you to cultivate unwavering trust in what is gracefully unfolding, even when the path ahead may seem shrouded in uncertainty, cloaked in mist, or feel utterly chaotic. It allows you to surrender to the divine choreography of your soul. The very first phase is what I lovingly refer to as the Great Stirring. This is precisely where that initial, unnameable restlessness begins its gentle emergence. Not as a debilitating anxiety, a fear of what lies ahead, but rather as a subtle yet profound anticipation, a burgeoning sense of excitement for something magnificent on the horizon. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, perceives and knows something grand is swiftly approaching, long before your conscious linear mind has the capacity to fully catch up or comprehend its implications. You might suddenly find yourself irresistibly drawn to the serene beauty of natural waters, the rhythmic ebb and flow of the ocean, the gentle murmur of a river, the still reflection of a lake. You might feel an inexplicable pull towards the shimmering energy of crystals, feeling their ancient resonance, or develop a sudden fascination with ancient places, forgotten ruins, or spiritual practices that you've never formally studied but somehow feel intrinsically familiar, like a melody from a long-lost dream. This, dear one, is far from mere coincidence. It is the intelligent design of the Lemurian codes within you, responding to frequencies they recognize, frequencies that resonate deeply with their original imprint. Like a finely tuned tuning fork that begins to vibrate in harmonious sympathy when it perceives its matching frequency, your soul is responding to the ancient, echoing call of something magnificent, something primordial that has been patiently waiting for a very, very long time to be rediscovered and remembered by you. It is the call of your true origin, echoing across time. The second phase in this sacred awakening journey often ushers in what can initially feel like intense emotional turbulence, a veritable storm within the inner landscape. However, what is truly transpiring beneath the surface of this seeming chaos is a profound process of energetic clearing and purification. Old patterns of thought, ingrained belief systems, energetic debris, and karmic imprints that never authentically belonged to the pristine essence of who you truly are, begin their ascent to the surface of your consciousness, much like sediment stirred from the bottom of a deep lake, so that they can be consciously recognized, honored for their lessons, and then lovingly released. During this phase, you might unexpectedly find yourself shedding tears for reasons that utterly defy rational explanation, or you may experience powerful waves of emotion, grief, anger, joy, sorrow, that seem to emanate from a source far deeper and more expansive than your current life circumstances or recent events. The wise priests and priestesses of ancient Lemuria possessed a profound understanding that before the sacred waters of the soul could flow with unblemished clarity and purity, everything that had been stirred up from the depths, all the accumulated layers, must be lovingly allowed to move through and be transmuted. This isn't a breakdown, beloved soul. This is, in its glorious truth, a magnificent breakthrough, meticulously disguised as temporary chaos. It is the courageous act of shedding the old to make space for the new, a profound spiritual purification. In the third phase of this transformative journey, your inherent sensitivity intensifies to a remarkable degree. You become exquisitely more aware, more attuned to the subtle currents of energy that pervade all things, to the unspoken emotions of others, and to the intricate, delicate, energetic patterns that most people, operating from a more dense level of awareness, simply do not notice or perceive. This heightened state of awareness can at first feel overwhelmingly intense, almost like being suddenly handed a powerful, complex gift that you're not yet entirely sure how to skillfully wield or integrate into your daily life. It might feel like the volume knob of your inner perception has been unexpectedly turned up to its maximum setting, exposing you to a symphony of subtle data you previously filtered out. Yet this heightened sensitivity, this profound receptivity, is absolutely not a burden. Rather, it is your natural, primordial state gracefully returning to you. The ancient texts speak of the children of Sirius, beings of light and wisdom, who were always destined to be the ones capable of feeling what others couldn't, of sensing the deeper currents, the hidden truths that lie beneath the superficial surface of things. Your sensitivity, therefore, is not a weakness to be overcome or suppressed. It is, in fact, something precious to be cherished, honored, and cultivated as the sacred, intuitive tool it has always been within your soul's unique architecture. It is your superpower, your direct link to the invisible realms. The fourth phase is precisely where the real, tangible remembering truly begins to unfold in earnest. It is a deeply personal and often astonishing experience. You may find yourself receiving vivid images, experiencing incredibly lucid dreams that carry profound symbolic weight, or being graced with sudden, unequivocal knowings about places you have never physically visited, ancient cultures you've never studied, or profound wisdom that you've never intellectually acquired. These insights often surface unexpectedly, like flashes of lightning illuminating a forgotten landscape. You might even find yourself speaking truths articulating profound insights about healing, about the intricate web of life on Earth, about the sacred interconnectedness between all living things, truths that surprise even you, for they feel as though they are emanating from a source far more ancient and vast than your individual personality, often feeling like they are channeled directly from the wellspring of cosmic consciousness itself. This, beloved one, is your unique Lemurian blueprint, your soul's original divine design, beginning its magnificent process of activation. The profound knowledge, the cosmic wisdom that was lovingly encoded into the very essence of your soul before you ever took physical form, before you embarked on this earthly sojourn, is now beginning to come fully online, illuminating your inner world and guiding your path. It's like a supercomputer that has been dormant, finally powering up, accessing its vast, inherent database. In the fifth phase of this journey, a profound shift in perspective takes root as you begin to deeply understand your intrinsic, vital role in the momentous events currently unfolding on this magnificent planet right now. That persistent dis-ease, that nagging sense of unease or despair you may have been feeling about the current state of the world, the ecological imbalances, the societal discord, the palpable suffering, is not fundamentally despair. Rather, it is the powerful recognition deep within your soul that you are precisely meant to be here for this exact moment in humanity's evolutionary timeline. The apparent chaos, the pervasive confusion, the undeniable sense that old, unsustainable systems and structures are crumbling around us. All of this, paradoxically, is meticulously creating the necessary sacred space, the fertile ground, for something entirely new, something more harmonious, more compassionate, more sustainable to lovingly emerge. And you, dear one, are here to actively participate in the birthing of this new paradigm. Your role isn't necessarily about grand public gestures, about seeking public platforms, or about leading massive movements. Instead, it is often expressed through the quiet, steady, unwavering work of simply holding a pure, elevated frequency, a vibrational anchor that others, often unconsciously, can intuitively attune to and resonate with. You are a lighthouse, shining steadily in the midst of change, your quiet presence a profound act of service. The sixth phase gracefully ushers in a period of profound integration, where all the scattered pieces of your awakening begin to beautifully coalesce and make sense. This integration isn't merely about intellectual, spiritual understanding. It extends profoundly into the practical application of your rediscovered wisdom in your everyday life. You begin to clearly perceive how your inherent sensitivity, your heightened intuition, your natural innate ability to foster harmony and balance wherever you go can be consciously and skillfully utilized in service of something far grander and more expansive than your individual self. This is the pivotal point where the unique mission, the sacred purpose that was lovingly seeded within your soul before you were even born into this earthly realm, begins to take tangible, actionable form. You start to understand the how of your calling, moving from knowing to doing, from insight to embodied action. It is the blossoming of your divine blueprint into practical manifestation, anchoring the ethereal into the physical, allowing your spiritual gifts to become your earthly contributions. And finally, in the seventh culminating phase, you step fully and courageously into your magnificent role as a bridge. You become a living, breathing conduit, a bridge between the timeless ancient wisdom of forgotten eras and the brand new emergent world that is actively being born around us. You are a bridge between the sacred, ethereal realms and the practical, grounded realities of everyday life. You become a bridge, connecting those who are just beginning their awakening journey and those who are still earnestly searching for the profound truths and inner peace that you have already courageously found and integrated within yourself. This doesn't necessarily dictate that you must formally become a teacher, a healer, or a spiritual guide in any traditional sense, unless that is your specific, deeply felt calling. Rather, it profoundly means living so authentically, so fully aligned with your activated Lemurian codes, that your very presence, your energetic field, your radiant light, naturally becomes an undeniable transmission of what is truly possible for humanity. You embody the new paradigm simply by being who you truly are, a living testament to divine potential. But here is a profound truth that the wise priests and priestesses of Lemuria understood with crystal clarity, a truth that, lamentably, many in our current era have either forgotten or overlooked. Your awakening, precious soul, was never, ever meant to be a solitary journey. The intricate, resonant codes nestled within your being are divinely designed not only to awaken within you, but also to powerfully recognize and lovingly activate the dormant codes within others. When you courageously allow yourself to be seen in your raw, authentic sensitivity, in the depth of your innate knowing, in your profound, unwavering care for this magnificent planet and all its intricate inhabitants, you extend a profound, unspoken permission to others. You invite them, through your example, to remember who they truly are, to stir their own dormant potential, and to step into their unique divine purpose. It is a ripple effect, a cosmic domino chain of awakening, where one illuminated soul lights the way for many. Your vulnerability becomes a catalyst for collective remembrance, and your authentic self, a powerful beacon. That deep, unyielding longing you've been feeling, that pervasive sense of being called inexorably towards something grand and profound that you can't quite articulate or name, it is, in truth, your soul's profound recognition that the time for hiding, for dimming your magnificent light, is unequivocally over. This isn't because the external world has suddenly transformed into a perfectly safe, unconditionally accepting haven for sensitive souls. On the contrary, it is precisely because sensitive souls, with their profound empathy, their intuitive guidance, and their capacity for deep love, are exactly what this world desperately needs, right here, right now, in this pivotal moment of transformation. Your innate gentleness, often perceived as a vulnerability in a harsh and often abrasive world, is actually an immense strength. Your profound intuition, a guiding light in a time of widespread confusion and misinformation, is an invaluable compass. Your natural, inherent ability to perceive and honor the sacred in the seemingly ordinary, in the mundane moments of daily life, these are not mere luxuries, not optional extras for spiritual seekers. They are, in fact, fundamental necessities for the collective evolution and healing of humanity. You are the embodiment of the very qualities the world needs to remember. The Earth, our conscious living planet, is in the midst of a profound act of self-remembrance, recalling her original pristine frequency. This is the very same harmonious vibration she held when the majestic civilization of Lemuria was at its zenith, flourishing in an era when humans lived in exquisite harmony with the natural world, in an unparalleled symbiosis, and in profound, loving unity with each other. It was a time when healing unfolded effortlessly, guided by unconditional love, profound wisdom, and mutual respect, rather than through force, invasive intervention, or manipulation. And you, precious soul, as one of the ancient children of Sirius, carry within the very intricate helix of your DNA, within your cellular memory, the indelible imprint and the living memory of what that pristine, harmonious state felt like. It is not just an ideal. It is a memory stored within your very being, a frequency ready to be reactivated. Let there be no doubt in your heart. You are not here by mere accident, a random occurrence in the vast tapestry of existence. You, in your infinite wisdom and sovereign choice, consciously chose to be here, to incarnate in this specific physical body at this particular crucial juncture in Earth's history. You chose to carry these particular sacred Lemurian codes precisely because your soul, with its omniscient foresight, knew with absolute certainty that this momentous time would eventually arrive. This is the moment when everything that seemed utterly lost, forgotten, or irrevocably broken would miraculously begin to be found again, to be remembered, to be reintegrated. This is the epoch when the profound, timeless wisdom of the ancient ones, the very wisdom you carry, would be desperately needed to lovingly guide humanity through its greatest, most challenging, yet ultimately most transformative evolution. You are a torchbearer for a new age, empowered by ancient light. Therefore, that profound restlessness you continue to feel is not a sign of confusion, a lack of direction, or an internal malfunction. It is, unequivocally, a sacred preparation. Your magnificent soul is diligently getting ready to remember not only the fullness of who you truly are in your most expanded, multi-dimensional glory, but also the profound, sacred why behind your incarnation here at this precise time. And the more you consciously choose to trust this intricate unfolding process, the more you lovingly allow yourself to be guided by the deep, resonant knowing that resides infallibly within your heart, rather than succumbing to the pervasive fear, the relentless urgency, or the external noise of the outer world, the more clearly and brilliantly your unique sacred path will illuminate itself, revealing each step with grace and certainty. It is a path of courageous surrender and profound inner trust. Tonight, as the world settles into its quiet repose, if it resonates deeply within your spirit, I invite you to gently place both of your hands over your heart space. Feel the warmth, the life force emanating from this sacred center, and as you do, breathe deeply, consciously, into that hallowed space where the longing, the spiritual ache, so tenderly resides. Breathe into it, not with the intention of making it vanish or pushing it away, but rather to honor it, to acknowledge it, to recognize it as the sacred divine messenger it has always been, tirelessly guiding you home. And as you continue to breathe, allow these potent words to gently whisper from your lips, either aloud or within the sanctuary of your heart. I remember the crystalline waters of my soul. I trust the ancient sacred codes that are now awakening within me. I am ready, truly ready, to fully embody and be who I came here to be. Feel the resonance of these words, knowing they unlock deeper truths within. The wise, prescient priests and priestesses of Lemuria, in their boundless love and foresight, encoded not just profound wisdom into the very fabric of your soul. They encoded something even more fundamental and empowering. They encoded unshakable trust. They imprinted within your being the absolute trust that when the time was cosmically ripe, when the planetary alignments were just so, you would unequivocally remember. They embedded the unwavering trust that you would instinctively recognize the sacred call when it came, piercing through the veil of forgetfulness. And most importantly, they instilled the profound trust that you inherently carried within your very essence, absolutely everything you needed, all the wisdom, all the strength, all the love, to gracefully fulfill the magnificent mission you courageously chose, not in this lifetime, but before you were even born, before you took your first breath on this earthly plane. This trust is your birthright. You beloved soul are the living embodiment of that ancient trust, walking upon this earth in human form. And the undeniable fact that you are here, in this very moment, reading these particular words, feeling this deep, resonant recognition stirring and echoing within your chest, that, dear one, is all the incontrovertible proof you need, all the validation your heart desires, that your sacred, magnificent time of awakening has now truly and profoundly begun. If this message has resonated with the deepest part of your soul, If it has illuminated a truth within you, I invite you to share it with someone who you feel needs to hear it, someone whose heart might be longing for similar recognition. And if you'd like to keep receiving these profound transmissions to continue exploring the depths of your awakening journey, please consider subscribing. The gentle, guiding waters of Sirius will lovingly carry us to the next transmission. You're not just passively watching this message, you are actively remembering. This is your sacred space, a sanctuary for awakening souls, and I am profoundly grateful you were here to share in this moment of remembrance. Discover deeper insights into your Lemurian lineage and practical tools for navigating your spiritual awakening in my free ebook. The link is in the description below. This resource is designed to support you on your journey of remembering and embodying your true self. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then, find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section, it's a space where starseeds recognize each other, and that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.